What up, this your boy DJ Squeeky, man. I'm with my boy AHumbleSoul, man. It's going down like this.
AHumbleSoul, we checking back in live from Memphis right now. Legendary producer in front of the camera, DJ Squeeky. Big Seal, you know what I'm saying, connecting the dots, you know. What's going on with y'all, man?
No, man, we just in the building. What you got going on today, Mr. AHumbleSoul?
Man, another time, you know what I'm saying, another time in Memphis, man. It's a blessing to be able to chop it up with y'all. Man, taking it from the beginning, though, you know, Squeeky, man, legendary, you know. You don't put a lot of work in. But before we get into all of that, man, you more than just a producer. Seems like you're an entrepreneur all the way around. You got a clothing line, man. Just put the people on game, man. What you got in store as far as like clothing wise? I see you got the shirt on, you got the website in the background. Like if somebody want to tap in and get some of the merch, man, put them on game on how they can connect with you, dog.
Yeah, make sure y'all go to thousandaire.com. It's thousandaire with a W, not a U. And just go check us out. Or you go to my website, djsqueeky.com, and I got the link to my Thousandaire clothing line. You can go in there and get you some clothes, get you some hot gear. You know what I'm saying? It's going down. Make sure y'all check us out. It's going down.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Going down.
Man, before I even get any further, man, it's one more person in the cut, man. I can't, you know what I'm saying, you know, overlook them. I see the chain shining with the 4-cell, man. Who y'all got? Who else y'all got on the camera, dog?
My boy Tony Yo.
Yeah, man. They call me
Tony Yo.
Like Grove.
Look, bro.
Big Grove.
Big Grove.
Oh, they all.
Yep.
Y'all already know what it is, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, okay. Nah, man. Well, I appreciate y'all chopping it up with AHumbleSoul, man. But taking it back from the beginning, man. Orange Mound, Saratoga, you know. How did
Miss Average house?
I don't mind Miss Aver's house.
Man, like music, you come from a musical background, a musical family, Squeeky, like, but I don't know if it's necessarily producers though. You know, so like, where did that transition come from you just being a traditional person from Memphis, just a, you know, everyday Memphis boy coming up, you know what I'm saying, in the hood, to being a legendary producer that got gold, plaques, you know what I'm saying, platinum, all of that, man. Like, where did that come from, the seed that was planted?
Well, you know, back in the day, we was doing mixtapes. That's how we started. You know what I'm saying? So we were putting in work in on Saratoga at Miss Ivy's house. That's what we were making happen. So really, like, the seed was kind of planted there because we was doing mixtapes, and we done a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? We was hot as a firecracker. So as that time prevailed, you know, we just been still at it since then. You feel what I'm saying? So by us being still at it since then, you know, over time, you know, we want big things to happen. You feel what I'm saying? We're gonna try real hard. You feel what I'm saying? So keep pushing. You feel what I'm saying?
Stay on their neck.
Stay on their neck. Feed on their neck. However we need to do it. You feel what I'm saying? But that's been our whole thing, you know. Just keep going, you know what I'm saying? Because I figured we started this back in the day, and we've been working this and doing this music, so might as well just keep going. You feel what I'm saying?
100.
Nothing else to do. Keep going.
Man, prior to you, though, from what I understand, it is other people in your family who's been in the music industry. Do you mind like educating the viewers who may not be hip to your story on like just a rich musical background you come from, dog?
Like people in my family?
Yeah.
I got plenty of people in my family that do music. My mom was a singer in the church. My uncle played guitar, drums. What else he played? Organ. He might have played all of them. He was a naturally talented guy. You feel what I'm saying? So I really looked up to him on that music, you feel what I'm saying, because it was my uncle, you feel what I'm saying, so he was like a real guidance on doing that music or showing how music being made, you know what I'm saying, versus when I was just listening to it, you feel what I'm saying?
For sure. So all like instrumentation though?
Yeah.
Or like no rappers coming from your family prior to you jumping off the porch and into the rap game as far as like Memphis rap, nobody else that was producing or rapping, you know what I'm saying, in your circle?
Everything from the hip. That's all it was.
I asked you this off camera, but I want to bring it to the viewers, man. Like looking for the chewing, like that's one of the early like hits that I feel like stood the test of time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For the people who know, they know. And you said it's multiple versions of that song. I've heard your version. I've heard 3 6 Mafia's version. But can you enlighten people on just the genesis? So you did the original version of it, and it just blossomed from there. Kind of, you know, take us back to that time, dog, and how that track came about, man.
It just really, I had my own version of the song, and it was smoking hot. It was like the hottest song ever, you know, and now another song ever been hot as that motherfucker ever was. So people couldn't, you know, they want to make their version of the song. They want to sound like, you know what I'm saying, that how they looking for the trauma coming, you know, but they couldn't do it. You feel what I'm saying? They just try to make different versions for it. You know, it just, when you hear something, you're just a good fan of it. You feel what I'm saying? You like, man, that thing bopping so hard, I got to make me a version too. You feel what I'm saying? That's all it is, you know.
We had the world on.
Yeah, we had the world on. I can't knock a person if he listened to it so hard. He heard 1,000 times played in the club, and everybody riding past there in their cars, everybody bumping that joint. That joint selling out on all the car stereo players. You can't do nothing but hear it. But now you gotta make you a version of that joint. You like, I gotta make me one too.
For sure.
You feel what I'm saying? Because it's hot.
Yeah.
Still hot to this day. People still trying to make them a little version of it now. When it was hot, it's just hot.
I was there when you made it.
I'm telling you.
What was that like, man? I know it wasn't. It was before like the whole big studio set. Oh, I don't know. I'm just assuming like the whole big y'all book some studio time and go.
We ain't booking no studio time. We still at my mama house.
Yep.
Talk about that time, though.
Yeah, we in the bedroom. We still recording everything. You feel what I'm saying?
In a bedroom.
In a bedroom.
And we was 13, 14 deep.
Yeah, in the bedroom, recording songs.
Recording songs.
Yeah. Getting it in, gotta make it happen. Most times people, my mom probably put up with a lot of stuff back then, but by us recording music, we ain't just really doing nothing back there. It'd be a different story if you were doing something, but we ain't doing nothing. We in there dropping songs. We gotta put out Mixtape Monday, man. We gotta come out. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta come out Monday.
Man, taking over.
Man, for real. We had to come out. You feel what I'm saying? So the thing about the music is we try to just keep it positive and keep moving forward. You feel what I'm saying? So other people know, when we doing this, that we ain't just doing this. A lot of us, we ain't just doing, we doing it for real. We ain't got no choice. You feel what I'm saying? So by not having no choice, we're gonna try to do it right. You feel what I'm saying? Do it the best we can.
When you say mixtape, so is it every Monday or is it monthly? Like
what?
Like when you say Mixtape Mondays.
We talk when we drop mixtapes?
Yeah.
Oh no, we put out mixtape whenever you felt like it.
Oh, maybe I misunderstood you. I thought you said Mixtape.
No, I'm saying I was getting ready for Monday. See, like we hanging out, we be putting out mixtape together. We trying to get that junk ready for Monday. So we gonna turn that junk in Monday. We can go start and get ready to distribute that junk for the rest of the week. So we gonna sell all week.
Man, this is decades before the whole streaming era. So around that time, what's the process start to finish? So you record the music, so you put it on cassettes, just cassettes, not CDs.
No CD.
You pressing them up, or you break it. Just take us through step 1 to 10.
Sure.
I mean, maybe it ain't 10 steps.
We recorded at the house.
Yeah.
We go before I had somebody printing them up for me. I used to print them at the house. So I had like about 5, 6 cassette decks all lined up, and I sit there and press them up myself, stick on myself. We write on them junk, tell them what it is. Shit, we hit the blade. We for sale. Then once I got with a guy who was pressing up more than I could press up, then that's when we started coming in numbers. Then instead of us coming in as like 50 and 60, we was able to come 400, 500, thousands. You feel what I'm saying? Right quick. You feel what I'm saying?
Hey, look, I remember them days. You have all us doing stickers. Hey, you ain't doing nothing. Put some stickers on.
Man, everybody doing stickers. I used to have that shit lying on my table in my mama's house. Food. Everybody just sticking.
Yep.
Sticking. Putting stickers on the table. Food. I'm talking mine. We was sticking so long. Look, we be riding in the car. I gotta make a sale to
On the way down.
to the store. We got the boxes, we got the stickers. Somebody driving. I've been selling 100 tapes.
Man, what?
Gotta go get the bag right quick.
Man, what?
And this ain't the first store. We got about 6 more stores. This is gonna go on all day. Nigga mad as hell, bro. We gonna go back to the house, man. We ain't going back.
I don't care who you will, goddammit. Come on, stick these tapes, guy. Ain't nobody too good to stick these tapes.
Don't even get in the car with me, cause we working.
Man, what? That's him. That's him.
Don't even get in the car with me, man. You playing. We working in here, for we sticking tapes in the car.
We ain't gonna make it happen unless we work, goddamn.
That shit for real. That shit was for real, for real.
All right.
Man, so is it a scenario where you selling some, you giving some away, you changing the price, you selling to this person for this amount, you selling to this person for a discounted amount? Like, how did it work out, dog?
Back then, we sold in quantities. You feel what I'm saying? We going there, man, I'm trying to sell you 100 tapes for this amount. You feel what I'm saying? Some stores by 500, some stores by 300, but you're gonna have to buy at least 50 or better. You feel what I'm saying? It's a few little stores I probably mess with because they ain't really just buying, so I'm still finna make you try to buy at least 25, 50 tapes.
So,
You feel what I'm saying? And some might do consignment, you feel what I'm saying? But the regular stores we would go to, we knew that buying, you gotta leave by 300-400 these boys right quick.
Damn, back then.
Oh hell yeah. You gotta
So,
buy 300,
what type of money was you seeing on a weekly basis, dog? If you can kind of guesstimate, if it comes to mind, man.
It all depends on how that week going, but I can say we were probably getting about 6,000-7,000 a week. You know what I'm saying?
This the early 90s?
Yeah. 6,000-7,000 a week. We buying cars and everything. We had cars and everything back then. House, rims, we was out there.
Stay fire.
Yeah, all that. We hanging out, fool. Trying to make something happen, man. Young nigga.
You still in high school around this time, or what?
Some of us still in high school, some of us out of high school. You still trying to make it happen.
Now, around that time, did you have somebody who put you on game when it comes to financial literacy? Did you know how to manage your money, or was you saving it, was you investing it, or was you just splurging, dog?
Really, I felt like we didn't have enough to do anything. Still wasn't enough.
I was splurging. I was young.
He was young. He probably splurged. I just feel like I ain't have enough because I feel like you need more to do what you need to do. Got to buy better equipment. Got to do everything. Got to make it fly. You feel what I'm saying?
Studio.
Got to keep it going. That's how I looked at it. You gotta get your bread right so you can be able to do some things.
Oh, that's weird. So pretty much you weren't just taking it and spending it on. You mentioned homes, whips. I don't know if
everybody had a car. We gotta get a car.
Yeah.
Got to get a car.
But still, you reinvesting back into your craft too, though.
Yeah, hell yeah. We gotta get a car. We gotta get a nice car because we gotta go to the events. We gotta go to the clubs. We gotta go to the shows. We gotta ride out of town. You gotta have the right car to go bust that move.
Man, around that time, what's the selection looking like for a young Squeeky, man, making that paper off the mixtapes, man? Like, what type of whips you was riding in, dog, back then?
We riding box Chevy, man.
Gold rim.
Box Chevy, gold rim, man. That's what we were doing back then, man.
Rags, wood grain.
Cadillac.
Yup, Cadillac.
Yeah, that's all we riding.
Whatever they was riding.
Bonneville on gold rims and folk crazy. That was a gold area. Me and love that gold area.
You ain't never get into the grill phase. I know Memphis, man, they still got the golds.
The grill?
And all that. You ain't never get into that phase. I know you had the perm, man.
Oh, yeah, man. I want...
He had the curl, not the perm, the curl, yeah.
The grill, I don't know. I ain't never thought about the grill yet.
For sure.
I ain't thought about the grill yet.
Man, so man, I wanted to ask you this. So you had your hand in a lot of artists' careers, especially coming from like that Orange Mound. You seem like to a certain extent South Memphis too. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Well, I guess with Skinny Pimp, that's North Memphis. So it's a variety, you know. But man, that's
he had some artists in South Memphis too.
Yeah.
That was part of the mob, known to them.
I was gonna say, man, but at one point in time, I remember seeing you as a youngster, man, like on BET, DJing on Rap City and all of that.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it went from just being like local to regional to nationwide, you know. Warlock, relatively, if I'm not mistaken, Loud, you know what I'm saying? Like that transition going from somebody who was on the come up, man, underground, to blossoming into like a real deal, major, you know, respected artist, man, or a producer and a CEO, you know.
Yeah.
Like what led to that? How did you like brush shoulders with those folks to get the major looks like that? Like being on something like BET on Rap City, dog.
I think, you know, I'm one of them person that, you know, I be trying to just figure the plan out to go, you know, to find out the best move I need to make. You feel what I'm saying? So a lot of those actions I might take, I may just take them because it's just a move I need to make. You feel what I'm saying? A move to make to getting on another platform that I wouldn't. You feel what I'm saying? Sometimes you have to do things, get on different platforms so people can see your craft and know your face and know what you're doing. You feel what I'm saying? So if you can't get on those certain platforms, that will kind of hold you back. So I always thought when we doing this music that being on different platforms, that means different people can see you of what you're doing. You feel what I'm saying? So you want people to see what you're doing and let them know you're working. You ain't just out here just doing it for your homeboys too. You working. You feel what I'm saying? You real deal popping. You trying to get it going. You feel what I'm saying? So in that aspect, you know, you just trying to make sure that whatever you do is a good play.
But how did it come to that point from just being like you independent, you underground to, you know, BET, especially back then, like having somebody from Memphis to, you know.
Then, see, I knew one thing that, you know what I'm saying, that people like numbers. And I knew doing what I was doing, like the mixtapes, like just like when I put out my first album, I sold 10,000 the first week. Then I had a record deal probably a few days later because they liked them numbers I did. You feel what I'm saying? See, numbers what really matters in the game. You feel what I'm saying? You can say you the hardest motherfucker ever. But if you ain't got no numbers, you ain't the hardest motherfucker ever. You just a nigga that said he was the hardest motherfucker ever. You feel what I'm saying? But I know what people like. People like numbers, bro. And so when they see your numbers and they see you trying to get your shit together, the love will come anyway because they want to be a part of you getting them numbers.
So when the labels came knocking, you was already pushing thousands and thousands independently?
Yeah, I was already doing it independently. You feel what I'm saying? On my first independent album. You feel what I'm saying? But it's still back then, I still felt like, you know, even doing music, it's just like a stepping stone, you know. If I'm independent right now and this guy want to sign me, put me on another platform, I need to get on that platform for right now. You know what I'm saying? I ain't said forever. I said for right now, though.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Because I might need that little piece of that, whatever that is for right now, because it's important to do. You feel what I'm saying?
Man, like back then, I never forget like the Source Awards when Outkast came on the stage and they was like, you know, Andre 3000, the South got something to say and all of that. You know, even after that, man, you know, the South nowadays, they celebrated. A lot of people around the world, around the country, around the world mimic a lot of artists that come from the South, whether it's Future or Thug or Gunna. I mean, I can keep going on, you know what I'm saying? That's more so recent, but over the years, you know, but around that time when it wasn't as embraced, like how were y'all received? You know, did people show respect, you know what I'm saying, to y'all craft, or was it more so?
Back then?
Yeah.
Back then, I
feel
could
like
say,
a black sheep, you know?
I feel like back then, they really didn't pay attention to the South until South started making some money. They seen us. They heard us.
Still in our style.
Yeah, they was doing that too, but they still didn't. There wasn't no love there yet. You feel what I'm saying? So the love really didn't come until the money started coming, because they felt like until they can start making money off of it, I don't even hear it. You feel what I'm saying? And that was the whole trick about music. You know what I'm saying? You could be going, but you still gotta make a little money off of it. You gotta make some money off of it.
Gotta do some numbers.
You gotta do some numbers.
Man, how do y'all feel about that? I mean, I understand you say, and that is true. It is a numbers game to a certain extent, but just imagine all the talented people that fly under the radar because people haven't found out about what they got going on, and they can be 10 times as talented as the people who popping though.
But see, the thing about the music business, man, as long as I've been doing it, if you want to do it, you'll go do it. All that, see, most people, you got two kinds of people out here. You got people out here waiting on somebody to do something for them to make it happen, or you're going to be the person that make it happen. You feel what I'm saying? So you got to figure out who you is. If you the person that waiting on somebody to make it happen for you, man, you're going to be waiting till you sleep.
If they don't hear you, you gotta make them.
And then if you want to be heard, you want to be popping, you gotta make them hear you, like you said.
You gotta work your way up.
You gotta work your way up. You gotta get to the right people.
Yep.
You feel what I'm saying? So when you get to the right people, somebody may hear what you got going on, but if you ain't working, it ain't gonna happen no way. You can sit here and lie to yourself all day. It ain't gonna happen.
Well, I guarantee you, we was just like that. When I was younger, I used to be in the bedroom or something, because I started rapping when I was younger, little boy, just rapping. Squeeky started off like that making music, because I remember when I used to come over there before he even blew up, when he was just in the room making beats and music, when I didn't too much understand what he had going, but he was putting it together then. But I guess what I'm trying to say, we worked our way up.
To a different situation.
Yeah.
But see, the trick is, though, the situation is, when you doing whatever you doing, that's just like you doing the camera bid. If you ain't doing it, who gonna be doing it?
It ain't gonna get done.
It ain't gonna get done. All that on top of what you finna do, how it's gonna happen, man, none of that shit gonna happen, bro. It's got to be somebody in the situation just keep it going.
Yeah.
You got to be able to keep it going, dog. Cause think about it, it's somebody's dream of doing something. So by it being somebody's dream of doing something, bro, you gotta have believers. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta have believers of what you're doing. You feel what I'm saying? So people can get involved with what you got going on. They might like what you got going on. They might dig what you got going on. You know what I'm saying? So if they liking or dig what you got going on, now it's time to sell it. Now you gotta get paid from it.
Man, you seeing the transition from, I guess, I don't know if you were starting off with the turntables, DJing, to the cassettes, to the CDs, now we in streaming, you know what I'm saying? Like, is it paper still, you know, in it when it comes to producing, dog?
Me, myself, honestly, where I come from, I'm glad computers came out. Computers made people start getting paid.
Break that down. Elaborate on that, man.
Because before then, you get nothing. Computers changed that because you can't lie to nobody no more. Can't tell me, man, I ain't sold nothing, man. That computer said, man, I sold something. Where it's at. So that's the whole trick of the game now. You can't lie to the screen no more. You can't monopolize the screen no more unless you're a super tech guy or something. You feel what I'm saying? But you can't do that no more. So now, you can't do that, and the young people see that too. So the young people see that too, the grown people see that too. So they're like, you can't tell me, man, we ain't sell, bro. There it is. See, that's the difference. See, now, rappers get paid because they can't get lied to no more. The lies are gone out the door. You feel what I'm saying? That's the trick of the game right now. No more lies. You feel what I'm saying? But the only game they playing right now is the streaming game. You don't know how that's going. You don't know who get paid. You don't know how they get paid. You don't know what they using to even to develop to get money. They just, here, take that money, nigga. You feel what I'm saying? It's just not real actual sales. You feel what I'm saying? It's just plays. You feel what I'm saying? But how can you dictate plays? But you know.
But do you see they got the streaming forums, man, and it ain't necessarily all real people listening to the content. They can have something set up where they just have people playing it over and over and not even hearing it, you know?
Well, I look at it, you know, if they did whatever, they doing whatever to see, like, because, like, I think if they got a certain mark to make on streaming, because I know they ain't, even if you get 1 million views on streaming, still ain't no money. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
stream still ain't no money.
So
man.
now they got all types of machines. They're like, man, run it up. See, can we run them screens on up, make them higher so we can get the money? You feel what I'm saying? Because they see they ain't getting paid for it, so they got to figure a way out. But
yeah, If I ain't mistaken, man, a lot of the content you got projects on streaming platforms, but I still feel like a lot of your mixtapes and albums, they not online, dog. Like
Yeah, they online, man. Go DJSqueeky.com, man. Come check me out.
Oh, okay.
On DJSqueeky.com, all my mixtapes on there, man. You know, you can go download, man. I got a mix on my site, and you can go on DJSqueeky.com right now.
On YouTube.
Now,
I be
yeah,
feeling
you
like
know,
they ain't on the Apple or
nah,
Spotify.
see, you come by for me.
Straight to consumer,
Yeah,
direct
you-
to consumer. Yeah,
Yeah, come by for me,
yeah.
and then I can make it happen.
Nah, man. Well, a couple more questions for you, Squeeky, man. I appreciate the time, man. Like one of the artists that you was more so recently, you know, I was talking about the 90s, but man, you got a platinum plaque for, you know, producing 100 shots with Dolph.
Yeah.
Before he even, you know, became like one of the biggest artists to ever come out of Memphis, you know, you was locked in with him. But you being there in the early stages, can you bring viewers into what it was like seeing Dolph grind? Was he well received from the beginning? Did people believe in him from the beginning, or did it take him some time to kind of build that foundation and following, man?
I could say, hold on. But I'm doing an interview. I'm call you right back, okay?
What do you want me to continue?
Yeah, go ahead.
That boy got that good Cartier on him. He said, bust down.
Okay.
Good bust down on his wrist.
But, you know, he had a good grind. His grind was good. You feel what I'm saying? And the thing about him, he was very determined to do what he was doing. You feel what I'm saying? And that's great for what you're doing. You feel what I'm saying? You got to be the guy that, you know what I'm saying, to make it happen. Dolph used to go around artists. He used to, you know what I'm saying, he want these verses. He pull up. He got the bag on. He got the money. He like, how much you charge for the verse? Cash and folk out. Cash and folk out. That's how he was doing. Because he trying to make his progress go to the next level. You feel what I'm saying? He was working it. I'm saying he was a real true worker. Real true worker, dog. Believe me.
Cool dude.
You know what I'm saying? Because once he started getting out there, putting those them CDs out, you know what I'm saying, passing them out, working them, you feel what I'm saying? And I always used to think, man, this shit gonna work because he working it. You feel what I'm saying? You got to be the artist that work it too. You can't be the artist that sit back and let somebody else do it. You got to jump out there too. Somebody was jumping out there too. So you know what I'm saying? That's good motivational to me, to telling me that, man, I'm doing it too. You feel what I'm saying?
Man, on the outside looking in, I would assume he was already familiar with you, like Orange Mound, South Memphis.
Oh yeah, he know me.
Y'all not far apart, so.
Yeah.
But like, what was that first, you know, meeting like? Do you remember the first time you ever connected with him, dog?
I had hooked up with Daddy-O first before I met Dolph, and Daddy-O tell me about Dolph. And you know what I'm saying, about, you know what I'm saying, him and Dolph doing some things, he trying to get some beats from me or whatever. So Dolph came to my studio, and now we have a studio downtown. Shit, we started recording now. We did our first album together, you know what I'm saying? That's how hard he went in with me, you know. As soon as he met me, he said, man, let's do an album. We did an album. You feel what I'm saying? Our whole album. The first album he did, I did that album. You feel what I'm saying?
Something, Paper Route Campaign?
Yeah, I'm on that joint. Damn right, that's Dolph's first album. Yeah, for sure.
In 08, like 08?
Yeah, we started twerking that joint, putting them joints together. Then after that, me and Dolph, we started putting plenty of albums together, plenty of projects together. You feel what I'm saying? So one thing I just noticed about him, he kept working. See, when you doing this music business, bro, you gonna have to be working to make it go to the next level. You can tell everybody you bumping, but it ain't gonna work. You gonna have to be dropping them projects, making the difference. You feel what I'm saying?
Do you think talent matters as much as the grind and consistency?
Takes both.
It takes both. Cause you're gonna have to tell, you're gonna have to say something on these tracks. And you're gonna have to do it, the grind, you gotta do it real fast though. You feel what I'm saying? You can't be in the studio all day on one song. You need to go in there in 2 hours, knock that motherfucker out. Even if you can do it faster, that'll be better. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Like, stay on that.
All right, you gotta go in there and knock it on out. That's the trick. You gotta go knock it on out. You can't procrastinate. The only person getting held back is you.
Man, that's 100, man. Before, like I mentioned, you got the platinum hit. You know, you produced 100 shots, but before he even came to you for that beat, or I don't know how the whole situation came about, but did you actually have a conversation with him after the whole incident in Charlotte when they, you know, shot up his SUV and all of that before he recorded the song? Did he come to you like, man, I'm looking for this. I got this in mind to make this song. I need this type of sound.
No, he just really did that himself. It was just a regular song. He just, you know, we had recorded a song, and then I sent him the beat, and then once I heard the song, I was just like, this motherfucker awesome. You feel what I'm saying? And he went in the kitchen, he whipped the shit out that goddamn song, because it didn't sound like that at first. The beat and the vocals was there, but it didn't sound like that at first. You feel what I'm saying? So he just went in there and whipped that boy on up, took some parts out of the beat, and came in, started rapping on that joint. You know what I'm saying? Just the music. You know what I'm saying? That what made that motherfucker hard. You feel what I'm saying? He took the whole beat out. You feel what I'm saying? So when they came in, just thump, if it ain't one thing, it's another. That what made it hard. Man, I'm telling you, Dolph knew what he was doing. He put them together like a mouthpiece. Man,
like so the quote unquote like average studio session. So in this very room that we doing this interview in right now, this is where Dolph was recording.
Yeah, we did some tracks on him for sure.
Like, what's that? Is it true that he didn't write nothing?
Well, hell no, he ain't wrote shit.
What was that? So what was this process like that you witnessed, man?
Shit, he just sitting there thinking. He thinking what he finna say. He like, whatever he finna say, it'll take a minute recording, but when he finna go say something, he finna go say something.
When he finish, it come out right.
Yeah, but see, he'll sit there and think about it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think about it for a little minute. You just can't go in there and say anything. Think about what you finna say and how you gonna say it. Is they gonna like it or not? Shit, he figured that shit out.
Oh, for sure. Do you remember the last conversation you had with him? I see you got the PRE chain, so I know it's near and dear.
It's a few. I can't just say when the last, because it was a few of those jumps. I really couldn't say.
Oh, man, shout out to Dolph, man. Aside from him, man, like you linked to a lot of different people. Like, who are some of the other artists, man, that you work with that viewers may not be familiar with, man? Just the average person tuning in to the interview, man. Like, go ahead and run. Just, you ain't got to, go shine on them full-fledged.
I did some music with 2 Chainz, Young Jeezy, Gucci Mane, Lil Wayne, OJ the Juice, Snoop Dogg, Young Dolph. I've been a few of them. I've been around. Pastor Troy, yeah, I've been around. Yeah.
So I said that band been on BET, etc., man, major deals, thousands. Unisoul, Plex.
On the West Coast.
Man, for somebody who may be jumping into it now, as far as like as a producer, not necessarily an artist, is there any like words of wisdom that you can drop on them when it comes to the business, man?
Just be consistent on what you're doing and do it fast. Don't take all time doing it. Just go in there, record that song, knock that song out, put that project out, do some videos, go to the next project, dream about that project another day. The key is getting more projects in your hand. So if people get more beliefs in you saying you can do it. They don't believe in you and your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 CDs. They just don't. You got about 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them jumps, I might believe in you though. So it's just different. It ain't the difference that you're bumping or not, it's just numbers. You know what I'm saying? Just numbers. People got to think about them numbers.
No, but aside from the work ethic, but I'm talking about as far as like just and that's dope that you dropped that encouragement on them. But like paperwork wise though, like making sure they got their I's dotted, their T's crossed. Well, should they hire a lawyer? Should they visit certain sites?
You need all of that. You need all of that. You need lawyers. You need everything. Don't never sign nothing without nobody looking over for you.
Don't take nobody's word.
Don't take nobody's word. Get you a lawyer, man, and that's what you do. Shit, business.
Did it ever come to a point like when you was on the grind where somebody offered you a nice lump sum of money and you were still on the grind, independently, but you didn't bite on it because the business went right all around?
Oh yeah, I do that all the time. You know, if the business ain't right, I ain't finna sign your contract. I just ain't gonna do it. I'd rather keep on doing what I'm doing, sign your contract. I wouldn't do it. I just wouldn't. I'd rather do something else. You feel what I'm saying? Because you can't spend time doing that. You're wasting your time. So find something else to do.
Stay on the grind.
Stay on the grind.
You still gonna get it.
What's one of the craziest? What's one of the craziest offers you done got, dog?
I ain't got plenty of offers. Nigga pay for me plenty of money. 500,000, everything. I don't take that money, fool. You can keep that little money. It's great. It'll be all right.
He said little money. $500 million. That's little money.
You can keep that little money. It is. Because you know why little money? It ain't mine. So you can keep yours.
It don't cost you in the long run.
It's gonna cost you in the long run. Yeah.
That's 100. Well, just lastly, man, Memphis, they've been on, you know, a lot of artists out here have been on fire, man. Like, this is one of the areas where people are consider it to be like a breeding ground, man, for the who's who in the rap game. It's a lot of artists that done came out of this area over the last few years, you know. Who is DJ Squeeky rocking with? Like, if you would name a few of the, you know, the artists that you like, okay, I got my eyes on him. When I hop in my whip, I'm rocking with him, or I like what he got going on.
Really, right now, I can't just really just say that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna still say, right now when I'm getting in the car, I'm still bumping Dolph right now. You feel what I'm saying?
Dolph now.
So that's what I'm bumping right now in the car. You know, I hear everybody else's music, but yeah, I bump Future too. But you know what I'm saying? But right now, that's really all I'm bumping right now. I ain't in the car that long anyway. I'm in there for a mission and I'm out. You feel what I'm saying?
On a mission, man, like the album. Let's get it, man. Well, any lasting words, man? Any shout outs you want to give, man? I appreciate you taking time out to chop it up with AHumbleSoul, man.
It's all good, man. Make sure y'all go check out DJSqueeky.com, man. It's going down. We got merchandise on there. We got shirts on there. We got book you some studio time on there. It's going down at DJSqueeky.com, man. You know what time it is, man. We in the building, 2025.
Man, one more question, man. How did you come up with the legendary? And I heard a few people said, no shots like these. How you come up with that, man?
Because I used to be in the club DJing. I used to be a DJ.
Talk about that, dog.
Yeah, I used to be a DJ in the club, man. I'll tell you that when I used to be a DJ in the club, that's what I say before I introduce the records in the club. So I ain't doing but take what I did in the club and put it on tape. That's all the music was. The music came from the club, I just put it on tape. All that mixing and scratching, and I ain't doing nothing but just record it. And so once I recorded it, everybody liked it.
Man, you a part of that golden era. Do you got a top 5 from that time? Not overall from that time.
What, music?
From the 90s, yeah. Memphis.
Shit, Memphis, we listened to our own music back then. We ain't had no, back then, in that time, Memphis didn't listen to outside music. We only listened to our own music. So that's what we was doing with it. It wasn't no other person we knew out there, you know. There's some artists out there, but we wasn't listening to them. We were listening to our own music. We had our own vibe going.
It was so many of us.
It was so many of us. We ain't need to listen to our music. We straight. You got to come down here and do a song with us or something. We don't know you. We don't care.
We under our own umbrella.
Yeah, and we moving. You feel what I'm saying? So that's how I was back then.
Oh, for sure. But ain't no top. Ain't no like, okay, Skinny Pimp or...
You know, I'm saying that's our era.
Oh, just in general. Oh, okay.
Saying that's our
you
era.
You can't carve out 5. Yeah.
I'm saying it wasn't no.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of Memphis, like Al Capone,
sure,
all the artists. So it was a lot of our artists here. So we ain't had to listen to the outside world because we heard it all right here.
Gotcha.
I was pretty bumping. You feel what I'm saying? So so we ain't had to listen to the outside world of music. We had our own music going.
That's 100, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's love, man. I appreciate you, Squeeky, man. Seal, man. Appreciate you, dog, man. AHumbleSoul. We signing off until next time, man. 100.
Let's do it.